Chapter 7 Lecturing. Fluttershy shook her husband desperately. Discord, wake up. The crocodile slowly snuggled deeper into his pillow and groaned. Oh, Fluttershy. Wake up. He cried out as she rolled him onto the floor. He stood up and glared at her. What the heck was that for? Scribble's gone, Fluttershy shrieked. His eyes widened. What do you mean, gone? I went to wake her for breakfast, but she wasn't in bed. He waved his paw and huffed. I'm sure she just went to the bathroom or the garden or something. I looked everywhere. The bowling alley. Yes. The swimming pool. Yes. The ice cream room. Yes. The bouncing room. Yes. She's nowhere in the house. What something horrible happened to her? He chuckled and patted her on the head. Oh, don't get so paranoid, honey. Screwball's a big girl. Wherever she is, she can take care of herself. Discord. He sighed. All right. If you'll ease your worry, I will look for her. He summoned a metal detector and scanned the ground. First, I raised an eyebrow at the accident until his machine beeped. I got her scent. Follow me. Haz! Muffball exclaimed, taking Screwball's Nightwell's rug. The jelly simply rolled her eyes and removed her queen with her magic. The chess piece suddenly came to life and sliced the rug with a marble sword. Checkmate, she said. Aw, men's. The prince groaned. Don't feel bad. You put up a pretty good fight. How did you get so good at this? My dad and I would play using both our magic. Your dad has powers like yours. I thought you were the only ones. She bit her lip, not wanting to scare a new friend off. I'm unique for different reasons. I never knew hanging out could be so much fun. 5,000 brothers and sisters, and you don't hang out with them. Well, they're not exactly my siblings. You see, he was cut short when discord appeared between them, crushing the remaining chess pieces. Mothball jumped back in fright. The Chronicles was crouched down on all fours, his fur standing on end, teeth growling at the changeling. Stay away from my daughter! He barked. Daddy, wait. Squirrelball protested. That's your dad. Smallball squealed. Fluttershy emerged from the bushes, rushing to her daughter. Scribble, thank goodness you're all right. Mom, Scribble uttered as her mother took her pretentiously in her arms. Fluttershy, I told you to stay put, Discord hissed. Let me take care of this pest. He was about to lash out when the chrysalis materialized in front of him. The Conquest paused and returned to his defensive position. Chrysalis, he snarled. Discord. The queen chuckled. It's been a while, Dizzy dear. What are you doing here? Should you be living out in exile in the Changeling Forest? I bear no ill will. I was only fetching my son. I don't believe you met Prince Muffball. Have you met him? He was the last changeling born before your rulers ruthlessly kicked us out. Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading the script from Lion King 2. My apologies. Don't know why I got this confused. Prince, Scribble repeated. Son, Discord snored. Are all your changelings your children? Queen Chrysalis laughed as she proudly showed off her son. Muffball is a special case. He is the heir to my throne. Her head shot up as he felt a great wave of love. She looked between the Draconquest and Pegasus. Their love was radiating out of them in a way the queen had never experienced. Such love emanated from the filly as well. And was this? She said with a dark chuckle. I never fancied you a family man, Discord. And to think all it took to turn you from an evil lord of chaos to a fluffy duger was a gooey romance with an itty-bitty, wimpy Pegasus. Fluttershy shivered, but stayed strong, pulled her daughter closer to her. Discord held out his arm defensively. I think you should leave now, your majesty. And if you or any of your hatchlings ever come near my family again... Chrysalis shrugged her shoulders. I wouldn't dream of it. Come, son. She did not give him a choice as he picked him up in her mouth. I swear to God, anybody here starts singing We Are One, I am leaving this fic. Oh, but I got the music and everything. I even have Matthew Broderick on the phone. Oh, ha ha, Trixie. Ha ha. Sorry, Broderick. No go. Oh, but I heard he loves my performances. Sorry. Trixie apologizes. Click. Byes. He mounted Screwball as his mother carried him away. Bye, the filly whispered sadly in return. When they returned to the castle, Screwball gave her parents a nervous smile that wavered as they glared down at her. What do you think you were doing? Her father bellowed. The filly drew a circle with her hoof. I was. You know you're not supposed to go to the Everfree forest alone, Discord said in place of her mother. You could have gotten killed. I'm not a baby, Mom. I go out there all the time. She covered her mouth as her secret spilled. What? Fluttershy screeched. I don't think the fact that she was out in the forest was the issue here. Discord grunted. What were you doing with a changeling? I don't understand, Screwball said. What is a changeling? Excuse me? You've been on this planet for what? 10, 12 years by now, Mr. Screwball? You must have met Twilight, and you must have seen some photo albums and stuff like that. You must have had a conversation with Shiny Armor Arcadis at least once. You never asked about their wedding day? Twilight never told stories. It was never written in the history books. I don't know what to tell you this, but in my dimension, after the Changeling attack, most Canterlot school books had a brand new page in their history books made right there, called the Big Wedding Fiasco. Actually, interesting enough, I looked at some of these history books, and some of them have got some interesting chapter names. Like, we have the Mare and the Moon. We have the Canterlot Wedding. And weird, there's even an entry that's called Twilight's Castle. Weird, huh? I don't understand. What is a changeling? What's a paladin? Scribble, really? You didn't ask? This wasn't a history lesson provided in Canterlot School? I mean, it was a kind of a big event. You would think this would be, newsworthy. I'm sorry for getting hung up on this, folks, but this kind of irks me. Like, there are some things I can understand. Like if they didn't know about certain races or something like that. But, really? Nobody said this? I can almost see Fluttershy not mentioning this because it might bring back bad memories. But I would think even Rainbow Dash would be like, oh yeah, Screwball, you should have seen her at Rainbow Dash. She was kicking Changeling booty left and right. Nobody mentioned this? Then again, to be fair, this isn't just a knock on the story, but sometimes when I'm watching a TV show or an anime that's a sequel to the previous series, and something that was common knowledge back then is suddenly shocking to a kid or a child of said previous character, I have that reaction of, what do you mean nobody told you? Why wouldn't they tell you? But hey, if anybody in the comments wants to explain why Rainbow Dash, Twilight, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, Applejack, Shining Armor Arcadis, Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, Discord, oh heck, Anybody in Equestria never said one word about the wedding? Please tell me. I'll gladly rescind my complaint if somebody could please explain it into a common sense motive. I think you guys all seen it. I'm perfectly reasonable when you give me an explanation for what seems to be a plot hole. A changeling is a heartless, soulless monster that takes the form of the one you love. It feeds off your love for them. Which is exactly what Prince Hairball was doing to you. Now explain why you were thinking at first, but he didn't seem so bad. He's a changeling, discards Beth famously. He was feeding off of your power. But after I found out who he was, he stayed, so he could satisfy his appetite. Don't you and Mom say that every creature has a heart? He roared and slammed his fist against the wall. Every creature but changelings. They have no hearts. Literally. He opened his chest, frightening Screwball, showing nothing inside. They are born without a heart. They are hollow. No heart, no compassion, no morals, no soul. Discord, close that up, Fluttershy commanded. You're scaring our child. He groaned as he shut the lid. Sorry for the romantics, but you get the picture. Changelings are cruel, vicious, and cunning. And all the changelings you could have encountered, it had to be the Queen's favorite son. He was just a kid, Screwball muttered. Doesn't matter. All changelings are the same. Fluttershy crossed her hose. You sound so sure. How do you know about Chrysalis? He sighed. Sometime during my 3 years of exile, Chrysalis told me about her plot against Canterlot and asked me to join her. She said if the plan succeeded, I would be free to spread my chaos. I rejected her, of course, because not only did I think the plan was lousy, but I was a solo act. Now, was this before or after while you were still stoned? I kind of want to be sure here, because I forgot, guys. Did she say, did the first part of this fic say that Discord just put a fake statue after he got stoned out of his gourd? She narrowed her eyes out. Is that all? Well, we met a couple of times over the centuries. You know, she's about as old as I am. She stared clear at me, though, because I had no love for her to feed. Why? What did you... He paused when he caught the jealous glance in her eye. Wait, did you... He burst out laughing. You thought me a Chrysalis? He rolled his eyes head. You really are paranoid, my dear. You're the only mare who's ever caught my eye. He then kissed her in desperation. Okay. First I sighed. Okay. As for you, young lady. Screwball hung her head. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disobey you, and I didn't know Mothball was a changeling. We were just having so much fun, and... She closed her eyes. I deserve whatever punishment you have for me. Her parents looked at each other, made a silent agreement, and nodded. You're grounded for a week, Discord stated. You're not to leave the house, with the exception of... You're not to leave the house, with the exception of school, Fluttershy clarified. No friends, Silver. No sweets. Now, honey. Now, let's not go overboard. Need I remind you of the first rule of the hunt? Chrysalis hollered, shaking the green palace that the changelings considered their hive. It wasn't my fault, Mother, the small ball insisted. She used her magic to get rid of my disguise. I don't know how they did it, since she's not a unicorn, and she's just a filly. Still, you disobeyed me. The prince cowered, fearing she was going to strike him, but the queen took a deep breath, calming down. Your hunt was not completely unsuccessful, however. Because of your carelessness, we now know that Discord is married and has a daughter at that. Mother, Mothball stammered, if I may, who's Discord? Discord is the Lord of Chaos, or was, until he was weakened by the love of the females. Be grateful you did not have a hot son. We cannot survive without the existence of love. Is what gives us power. Feeling love, on the other hand, will only lead to your downfall, as it will for my old friend. What are you talking about, Z? What did you learn about this girl? He pondered. Her name is Screwball. She's very powerful. How powerful? Like, really powerful. It was incredible. She turned water into this thing called chocolate milk. You should try it, Mother. It's awesome. She changed me back to myself just by yelling at me. She made these little things called chess pieces move. The queen mused over her chin. A spitting image of her father, no doubt. She smiled as a plan formed into her mind. This little chaotic brat could be of use to us. Mother, Gospel gasped, you're not going to hurt her, are you? Indeed not. Not yet, anyways. She turned to her son. I want you to find out everything you can about this Screwball. You seem to have gained her trust. But I don't understand. What are you... As long as Discord is thriving with power and is on Equestria's good side, I cannot make my attack. For centuries we have competed for Equestria's throne. I have been searching for his weaknesses until I assumed that creature to be as heartless as we were. But now, he has something he cares about. Two things, to be exact. We can use his presence as a little family against him and take our rightful place as the dominant race of Equestrians. Prince Mothball stared at his mother as he cackled evilly. He did not want to hurt Screwball. He had been nice to him, and all the other changelings resented him, even ones his own age, because he was next in line, and they were not. Yeah, especially Cleone and Nuka over there. Hey, you keep making this feel like Lion King 2. I'm just going to keep up the Lion King 2 references. He expected ponies to run at the sight of him if he had ever been discovered. But this filly, she had been unafraid. While she had been curious, she had treated him like it was nothing unusual. He now understood the reason for that after seeing her father. She must hate him now that she knew who he was. Still, he could not stop thinking about her. Her voice, laughter, magic, hair, eyes, those swirly, enchanting, hypnotic eyes. He felt that pounding in his chest again. What was with that? He must be getting sick or nothing.